France on edge. Thousands stormed the streets of Paris, furious over what they call President Emmanuel Macron's march to war. Protesters accuse Macron of dragging France into conflict, condemning his push to expand France's nuclear deterrent to the EU and his alarming hints at sending French troops to Ukraine.
He, Macron, would perhaps like to restore his reputation a little by saying, "Here we have no choice, we have to go to war." But my deep conviction is that when you declare a war, it is to erase all the other failures.
Chanting "No to War" and singing "Bella Ciao," demonstrators marched from Place du Palais Royal to Place Pierre-Laroque, warning that Macron's ambitions are pushing France into a dangerous confrontation. Critics say Macron is playing with fire, using war rhetoric to mask his political failures at home while risking a catastrophic military entanglement that could spiral out of control. At the heart of the fury, Macron's shocking suggestion that France's nuclear arsenal could be extended to protect other EU nations. Protesters call it a reckless gamble that risks France's strategic independence.
We must continue to help the Ukrainians resist until they can negotiate a solid peace with Russia for themselves and for all of us.
Macron's escalating calls for a European army and increased defense spending have only deepened suspicions that he's positioning France as Brussels' military spearhead, serving EU interests over French security.
These will be new investments that require the mobilization of private funding, but also of public funding, without increasing taxes. For this to happen, we will need reforms, choices, and courage. Our nuclear deterrence protects us.
But the biggest flashpoint? Macron's idea of sending French troops into Ukraine after a peace deal? Critics warn such a move could reignite tensions and drag France into an endless conflict. Protesters accuse him of prioritizing European war games over diplomacy, ignoring growing calls for peace.
All countries want peace. Even Trump and Putin are having peace talks. And he, Macron, is going the other way to declare a war. It's incoherent.
The backlash has spread far beyond Paris. Russian President Vladimir Putin mocked Macron's Napoleonic arrogance, reminding him about the fate of Napoleon Macron, Ukraine-Russia war. Yet despite the warnings, Macron is doubling down, insisting Europe must militarize rapidly to counter looming threats, even if it means defying public opinion. As anger explodes on the streets, Macron's push to reshape France's military role is being called reckless, a gamble that could backfire, dragging France closer to war than ever before.